So watch as this mother shuts down gender ideology insanity right in her own home with her own child. Watch.
Why do you want to be a boy? Because why?
Because I just want to.
Well, we're not a boy. What are you?
I'm a girl.
You're a girl. It's kind of like having a gift from God. God gave you the gift of being a girl. Oh, you don't want to be a girl? Why?
Because I just want to.
Who told you you weren't a girl? Who said that? Huh?
God told me to not be a girl.
No, that's not true. That's not true. You know why?
Why?
Because you are a girl. God made you to be a girl. Did you know that? He made you special. So special to be a girl. Was someone joking about you being a boy?
Said I'm a boy, and that hurt my feelings when he told me I'm a boy.
Okay. Even if she said so, are you a boy?
No.
Good. You're not a boy. So who cares what someone says? That's like someone saying that you're not funny. But are you funny?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. That's like someone saying that you're not pretty, but are you pretty?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, this is what we gotta learn, okay? Sometimes people will call you things, and it's up to you to believe it, okay? You get to decide. Say, I decide. I decide what I believe.
I decide what I believe.
Good. And we know, say, I know.
I know.
I know that God made me special to be a what?
A girl.
A girl. See, it doesn't matter what anyone jokes about. We know who we are and what we are. And you know what's cool too?
What?
God made daddy and brother special to be boys. And that's a good thing too. We're just all unique the way God made us.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Oh baby, you don't ever have to say sorry.
So, look, in the public school system and even go down to pre-K and all that other stuff, like there's so much of this radical gender ideology that is thrown and forced onto kids these days that sometimes the best way to combat, not sometimes all the times, the best way to combat that is actually just being an attentive, present, and parent that listens to things, okay? Because you have a kid like this, and maybe this little girl, somebody told her they're a boy, or she doesn't want to be a boy, or they get this idea in their head, right? And like little kids, this is a little kid. Little kids get lots of ideas in their mind about things. But yet, when they go to even their daycares, even their pre-Ks, even, before they get into the indoctrination education system, they're around a lot of people that will actively encourage that stuff and will actually push and actively push the gender ideology, insanity, and nonsense on them. So it really is the parent's job to reaffirm their real gender, their real biological gender, that's a little girl. And when you have kids that come to you with that stuff, the best way, like literally the best way that parents nowadays, or any of us, when we, come into contact with little kids, the best way to combat the gender ideology insanity is just to reaffirm who they really are, literally who God made them to be. We have more parents doing that. We get more parents having these conversations and stopping it right then and there. That's how the gender cult nonsense starts to end.